What is up, everyone? Circon here, bringing you guys Advent Calendar Day 12, and it is the mother flippin' Scorpion. And it is going to be for sale. Well, is it a sale? 50 bucks, 4,500 gold, then the good old premium days, and the 25 missions, as all the other ones. If you're going to buy it in-game, it's going to be 41 euros, give or take. And is it worth it? I mean, yes it is, right? I can sit here and be like, you shouldn't buy this, blah, blah, blah. But like, at the end of the day, this is pretty much the best TD at tier 8. It is highly competitive because it has a turret that is fully rotational, doesn't get hampered in any way. And 7 degrees of gun depression. It gets 2400 DPM with a 490 alpha gun, good dispersion rate, really good aiming time. And yeah, it's just a beast. It doesn't have any armor, which is nice. So like, if this thing had armor, it would be the all-powerful ever. So luckily, it doesn't have anything for armor. So yeah, it goes 60 kilometers an hour, power to weight of 17, which is pretty decent. I find this thing to be faster than an SU of 130 PM, even though it shouldn't be faster. I feel like it is. It's really weird. So for those who've played both things, you might want to leave a comment. What do you think? But I feel like the Scorpion G is still faster than SU, even though on paper it should not be, which is a bit weird. Now there's two major downsides. One is 360 base fuel range, means that you need a really sick crew, and then even with a really sick crew, you cannot get full fuel range with optics. If you want better than 445 fuel range, you need binos, which is something you never want to equip on this thing because it's not needed. Unless you really want to play it as a sniper or something, but I doubt that anyone really does this. And really, you shouldn't. Crew is like this: commander, loader, radio man, driver, gunner. And the other downside is, I forgot to mention the second one. The second one is actually the camouflage. The camo on this is almost non-existent for a TD. It's pretty damn bad. But most people play this the way I think you should be playing this, which is fairly aggressive, and you're going to be spotted a lot anyway. So it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Bushes still work for you and stuff like this. It's not like it's useless. You just get spotted in the open a bit faster than most TDs, I'd say. Than a lot of TDs. So, the gun itself, 246 pen, 490 alpha, 920 velocity, which is not that big actually, but it also gets a fucking disgustingly good APCR shell with 311 pen and 1150 velocity, which is really, really fucking nice. And another reason why I like this thing over the SU 130 PM. So yeah, should you pick it up? I mean, yes, it is really good if you need a German TD crew training and stuff like this. It even makes a lot of credits because you don't really need to dip into these APCR shells because 246 will do the job for the most part. This is how I ran it, by the way, because it's open topped, you cannot put vents on it. So you're gonna go with a gunline drive, a rammer, and optics, and food. And if you have a really dank crew, browsed arms, recon, and situational awareness at the very least, you are gonna be looking at 442 view range, which is almost 445, which is workable, right? That's good. The commander is also the loader, which is the weird one, so you have a separate radio guy. So that does make it a little bit easier to get the full fuel range in this, because the radio range is separate and it's not included into the commander. So that makes getting full fuel range with at least foods really good. But if you're not going to run foods, you're going to be at 424 fuel range, which is pretty shit already at tier 8. And running food means you're going to lose at least 10k credits if you buy it at a discount in bulk, or 20k credits a game, and that might not be worth it for you. So if you're not that competitive, you can just run it, I guess, with binos and nothing else. But this is like a really campy playstyle that I really don't like. Can you pull it off in a Scorpion? Absolutely. But like, it's not the most fun and optimal way. But the optimal way is basically losing credits as a premium tank, which kind of defeats the purpose of buying a premium tank. So keep this in mind. So if you're just buying this to make credits, it's actually not too great for it, I'd say, because then like the playstyle gets a bit shit. You'll still make a lot of money doing like average damage with a binos and no foods, but I mean that kind of takes the fun out of the games for me personally. So if you're looking to make just credits, maybe not worth a purchase. If you need a competitive crew trainer, I mean crew training doesn't get affected by this at all, crew training is just good, then yeah, by all means. So, I mean, it is worth it. Is it a lot of money? Fuck yeah. Like, 40 bucks, you can buy, like, Fallout 4 with all DLC. You can buy some fucking AAA. You probably buy Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 for this amount of money. Like, there's a lot of shit you can do with your money, obviously. But those who are interested in Robo Tanks and buying some premium tanks, is it worth the money? It probably still is, right? If you're just gonna buy this one, you don't need to buy an E25. You don't need to buy the other shitty fucking Dicker Max and all that. Like, if you just buy this one, you're gonna get pretty good value out of it if you play this game a lot, right? So keep all those things in mind if you want to, if you want to buy it. It's also gonna be the Christmas loot boxes. You can gamble for that. But if you just want to make sure that you have it, and if you get it in loot boxes, by the way, you should get your gold value back. So if you really want the Scorpion G, there's no real reason not to buy it now, or gamble 50 euros of loot boxes. So yeah, that's about it. I will have a bunch of videos on this thing because I did free market. It's a pretty competitive fair market, as you might guess, because, well, you can get really good games in it. Another thing to note, by the way, is that there's double XP before the holidays. It's a weekend special, I believe. Starts the 14th. Yeah, so starts on Friday, I believe, right? Is that a Friday? That is a Friday. Yes, Lupog. And you get ×2 XP multiplier on each and every one of your victories. This is a really sick bonus that doesn't happen too much. And there's also XP to free XP will get you more for your gold. This is a really good special to grind your tech trees tanks in, because you get double XP every time you win. So if you play some competitive, like grinding tier 9s with this is really good, because you can get the tier 10s really fucking fast, because you tend to win a bit more at tier 9 in my experience. So this is a really good special if you want to grind for your tech trees. Also, like, you know, double XP for every win at tier 5 is going to be ridiculously fast, right? To get all your tier 6s or tier 7s. It's a pretty good time and a pretty rare weekend special. That's why I kind of wanted to highlight it. Anyway, if you want to see more Scorpion action, there will be some videos on the screen right now. So go check them out if you're not convinced if you want to buy it or not. Yeah, thanks as always for the support, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 13. Hopefully it's a good one. Peace out, guys.